At this time, please rise and remain standing for the procession of the Glen Allen High School graduating class of 2019. The colors tonight are being presented by Deep Run High School's Air Force JROTC Color Guard, commanded by Cadet Second Lieutenant Hayden Davis. Please remain standing. Gentlemen, please remove your caps and hats for the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing as the colors are retired. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce our senior class president, Loyal Trey Grimes.
Thank you. At this time, I would like to recognize our platform guests. Please stand when I call your name. I ask that the audience please hold all applause until everyone has been recognized. Ms. Beverly Kopp, Henrico School Board representing the Brooklyn District. Mr. Roscoe Cooper, Vice Chair, Henrico County School Board representing the Fairfield District. Mr. Daniel Schmidt, Henrico Board of Supervisors representing the Brooklyn District. Dr. Amy Cashwell, Henrico County Schools Superintendent. Mr. Reginald Davenport, Principal. Mr. Matthew Betke, Associate Principal and Senior Class Administrator. Ms. Jessica Burbick, Assistant Principal and Junior Class Administrator. Ms. Stacy Davis, Assistant Principal and Sophomore Class Administrator. Ms. Barbara Bonner, Assistant Principal and Freshman Class Administrator. Mrs. Jamie Goldberg, Director of School Counseling. Mr. Scott Mewborn, Librarian. Ms. Kelsey O'Neill, Valedictorian. And I'm Trey Grimes, Senior Class President. At this time, I'd like to turn the program back over to our principal, Reginald Davenport.
We would like to recognize administrators from our feeder schools who do such an amazing job preparing our students in the early years in their education, and who saw their continued support of our graduates by being here today. As I call your names, please stand and let us acknowledge you. Mrs. Melissa Pruden, Principal, Glen Elementary School. Mr. Kurt Eggleston, Principal, Colonial Trail Elementary School. Mrs. Amanda Mulholland, Principal, Spring Park Elementary School. Mr. Ryan Stein, Principal, Greenwood Elementary School. Mrs. Cindy Faust, Principal, Echo Lake Elementary School. Mr. Robert Moose, Principal, Hungry Creek Middle School. Dr. Brian Fellows, Principal, Holman Middle School. And finally, Mrs. Jonna Rowley, Retired Principal, Rivers Edge Elementary School. No journey to excellence is made alone. We have an outstanding faculty at Glen Allen High School, and the graduating class is a reflection of their dedication to excellence in both academics and student activities. Staff members, please stand. We applaud your dedication and commitment for educating all students. Thank you. Also, we would like to recognize one of our teachers who serve in the Virginia General Assembly House of Delegates, the Honorable Schuyler Van Valkenburg. Please stand, Mr. Van Valkenburg. Thank you. We now honor the parents, guardians, and family members who have supported our graduates through their challenges and successes. We celebrate you for your years of encouragement, patience, and love. If you are a parent or any family member of a graduating class member, please stand. We thank you for sharing your most precious gift with us, your children. The class of 2019 is an outstanding group of young adults, and we're very proud of their many accomplishments. It is my privilege to recognize the top 20 students in this class. I will start with the valedictorian and salutatorian, and will read the remaining names in alphabetical order. Students, please stand as your name is called, and remain standing until all 20 names have been called. Kelsey O'Neill, valedictorian. Kiara Wibberly, salutatorian. Sky Chen. Kayla Concepcion. Catherine Dodge. Sarah Eggleston. Caitlin Fitzgerald. Mason Fristow. Rachel Hager. Nancy Hong. Ali Ibrahim. Benjamin Jackson. Peyton Yarger. Bryce Latina, Jessica Lee, Jackie Liu, Kevin Matos, Elise Mahegan, Abigail Ringberg, and Peyton Showalter. Congratulations. You may be seated. At this time, please welcome Mrs. Beverly Koch, Henrico County School Board representing the Brooklyn District, to bring greetings.
Good evening. On behalf of the Henrico County School Board and Reverend Cooper, who is here with us tonight, I bring you greetings and congratulations to each and every one of you for all of your hard work that has led to this great day. Jaguars, you have completed an amazing journey in the face of pressures and sometimes immense challenges, and you have succeeded. Take a moment to feel the pride of your family, your friends, your teachers, and your administrators who have supported you, loved you, and contributed to your success. Many of these people, as we just noticed, are sitting right here with us today celebrating this milestone in your life. I ask that you, the class of 2019, join me in giving them a round of applause and a great big thank you. Graduates, as you start your next journey, I ask you, how will you measure success? Will it be in material goods, how much money you make, or what kind of car you drive? Or will it be your contributions to society? I believe success should be measured on not what you will be, but who you will be. Will you be someone who has compassion for others? Someone who treats total strangers the same way you treat your best friends? The late Maya Angelou wrote, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." To the Glen Ellen High School class of 2019, through your actions, you have the opportunity to make a positive impact in the world. And may you choose today to be the beginning of that new journey, a life lived with compassion and full of purpose. Congratulations, and I wish you all much success in your future endeavors.
Thank you, Mrs. Koch. At this time, please welcome Mr. Daniel Schmidt, Henrico County Board of Supervisors, representing the Brooklyn District, to also bring greetings.
Well, good evening, Jaguars. Congratulations. You all ready? I bet you are. On behalf of the Board of Supervisors here in Henrico County, I bring you both greetings and congratulations. My message and hope for each of you tonight is going to reflect the same message that your family seated here in this arena also has for you. It's the same message and hope that your teachers and these educators on this stage and administrators also have for you, and it's simple. We want each of you to reach for, consistently strive for, and ultimately achieve being the very best you that you can be. See, it's interesting to me that this shared message and hope for each of you, it transcends every academic accolade, athletic recognition, extracurricular activity, and each of the other outstanding achievements you all have accomplished, many of which we heard about 12 days or so ago in the awards assembly in the gym. This message and hope is also shared regardless of how long of a relationship that you've had with these supporters of yours, because tonight we are all now lifelong supporters of yours. This past year, I've had a front row seat and was in awe at some of you as you inspired us all with your TED Talks. I was stunned by the sheer grit and determination that you displayed on your athletic field of competition. I was proud to see your boundless spirit during Battle of the Classes, and yes, some of your Mr. Glen Allen performances were, well, they were exceptionally creative. Some of you I've been blessed to have known since kindergarten, especially a handful of you who were 6-year-old brownies sitting crisscross applesauce on the living room floor of our house, soon to become Girl Scouts, and more importantly, outstanding young ladies. Those gatherings in the living room have since morphed into a couch full of y'all, a dog, and bachelorette binge watching. Certainly there's one of you in this room whom I've been able to walk alongside your journey, and what a trip that has been for 18 years, 4 months, and 1 day. Yes, 6,691 days to today. I have no doubt that she will check me on my math on that later on. I've also got no doubt that she was more nervous about my remarks here this evening than I was to offer them. The point I would like for y'all to remember is this: regardless of how long you may have known or interacted with an individual who now supports you today, these community and educational leaders on this stage, your peers who sit beside you tonight, and every single individual in this arena wants the same for you, to be the very best version of you that you can be. I will add an ask to that. I will ask you to be that version every day. Strive for excellence in the small things that you do daily, for they will form the foundation of the big things that you will accomplish. Focus on the quality of your relationships rather than the quantity of them. I ask that you cast aside the critics, dispatch the doubters, and yes, you may give the Heisman to the haters. You are in control of you. I ask that you reject those who wish to judge or characterize you by your gender, your race or ethnicity, your religion, your political views, or any other silo someone wishes to place you within. Go forth knowing it is okay to have your own set of ideals, your own opinions, and your own beliefs. At the same time, please acknowledge it is just as okay for others to have theirs by appreciating the value of civil discourse, for it is a cornerstone of our great democracy. And finally, I ask that you be the kind of friend that you seek in others. Today does not mark the end of your journey. It simply represents the end of this path, this trail. Later on, years from now, you will be able to clearly look back and see this moment today as an intersection that you reached. I promise you there is a trail that awaits you. Be clear, however, and be aware that there are always more than one trail that you may choose. As you embark on that endeavor and you choose your next trail and make your choices, please stick to what you know to be right and let it be your guide. You cannot and you will not ever fail when your decision-making is centered upon your strong commitment to your character as your moral compass. Jaguars, go be great. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Schmidt. At this time, I would like to give a warm welcome to Dr. Amy Cashwell, Superintendent of a school, to her first Glen Allen High School graduation.
Graduates, I know it must feel as if you have waited forever to reach this moment. And as superintendent, I'm here to share one last thought about waiting, and this one is from the musical Hamilton. The line I love best in the show is delivered by a young Alexander Hamilton, and because there are video cameras here, I won't sing it, you're welcome, but it goes like this: I'm past patiently waiting. I'm passionately smashing every expectation. Every action is an act of creation. Here you are, class of 2019, ready to smash expectations. Now it's true that the adult world includes lots of waiting too, but your world, your nation, and your community need you to be past patiently waiting. Our challenges are great, and your abilities are too valuable. And if that has you anxious, start small. Play a small part. And as the saying goes, ordinary pebbles start avalanches. Remember, every action is an act of creation. Graduates, I wish you strength and courage as you leave Henrico schools and move on to the world out there. And now, as a thank you for patiently waiting, please direct your attention to the screens and enjoy these memories from the class of 2019.
I'm definitely going to miss all the people that I've gotten to know, all my friends, and all the staff here. I'm on the girls' soccer team, so we beat Deep Run this year, and that's the first time we ever have in school history.
I'm really going to miss Battle of the Classes. I have been an observer for the past 3 years, but this year I finally got involved in the dance.
Definitely on the track, participating in Peter and the Starcatcher and Sweeney Todd.
I did the show Mr. Glen Allen for all 4 years.
Silent Night. Silent Night was a turn night. I scored a 10th point.
I'm gonna miss the soccer games and the football games, especially November 16, 2018 when we played Highland Springs. I'll never forget that one.
I'm gonna miss Friday Night Lights student section. We probably had the best student section in the area.
The spirit, like the school spirit is like the best here. And like coming out to like musicals or the plays, volleyball games, football games, basketball games, it's just so much fun. Everybody's like so spirited.
I'm gonna miss like the class discussions that we have. I think like in a lot of the classes that I've taken, like we talk about real things that are happening in the real world that I don't think all students get to experience at every school.
I definitely had a lot of great teachers, but one of the best teachers I've had is Miss Panley. She was my AP Literature teacher.
Miss Rakowski, she made A-Push like a great experience despite the class being a big struggle.
Miss Cox and Coach Jay, they're always there for you.
My case manager, Miss Craig.
It would have to be Miss Beckett because she really helped me find who I wanted to be.
Miss Hack, definitely. She pushed me to be a better, student in class.
It's Mr. Hoy. Not only did he, did a tremendous job in coaching me, but the main thing that I got out of him coaching me was how to be a man, how to be an adult.
These teachers are the most inviting, most welcoming people I've ever met. I cannot wait to come back and say hi to all my teachers. I'm gonna miss them so much.
I think at Glen Allen we kind of build this environment where everyone loves each other and everyone is like excited for all the events. We get really involved here, and I don't think all schools can say that.
We're all here for each other, and that's our #1 goal. And the teachers and the staff have always said that from day one, that you are here for each other, you're gonna love each other.
And the combination of all of the amazing people really just makes this an amazing place.
Class of 2019, Glen Allen High School, I'm gonna miss y'all.
Strive for your dreams, but do not forget where you came from.
And be great in whatever you do in life.
And just good luck in life.
And I hope that you have a great time and you do great things in your future.
I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to start a new beginning, and I hope that you are too. Good luck.
This year, our graduating class found meaning in the motto, "Together Forward." These two simple yet powerful words helped drive the class of 2019 this year. Now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our class valedictorian, who will be our first speaker. Kelsey O'Neill is a distinguished member of the class of 2019 and is headed to the University of Virginia in the fall. So please join me in welcoming the amazing Kelsey O'Neill.
Good evening, everyone. I am here speaking today with great honor under the title valedictorian, which people often confuse with the smartest. Really, I am just good at school. I do my homework, study, and I test well. But I am certainly not the smartest in this student body which I stand before today. In fact, I can make a whole list of people who are more deserving of that title. I spent virtually every morning before school in Mr. Zelenak's classroom this year, surrounded by some of the smartest and most unique individuals I have ever met, and I learned so much from them. And that is okay. To know you are not the smartest in the room, and to grow from that. It is important for us to embrace what we know we do well, but also embrace our shortcomings. And if you listen, You can learn something from everyone, whether it be from their successes or from their mistakes in life. The ability to listen is really one of the most powerful abilities we have, if not the most underused. Do not let that go to waste. Do not let the idea of being less than get in your way of progress, nor let the idea of you being the best in something dampen your efforts to do more. Comparison is a thief of joy. Know you can learn from those around you and let that excite you to become a better you. Listen to the strengths, talents, and differences found in others. That is how you might find something about yourself that you never knew. And sometimes that is from the people you least expect. And be okay with uncomfortable. These are all things you're bound to face in your next years as an adult. And yes, I said adult, and if that made you uncomfortable, here's your first chance to embrace that fear and grow. Listening to my classmates taught me something. It taught me that although we all come from different backgrounds, cliques at Glen Allen, interests, talents, and struggles, that is our commonality all at the same time. We all felt something unlike our neighbors. We all learned something different. All of us, the class of 2019, made something of our time here and collectively did what we wanted as individuals. This might sound funny at first, that we are all the same because we are different, but the paradox in itself is powerful. It means we all improved in our own way under the same roof, and we can continue to do so wherever the next few years takes us, yet apart. This class is distinguished by its ability to progress in alliance while maintaining distinct perspectives and abilities and experiences. While high school academics is certainly not a physical battle, I like to make the comparison because success in battle is more inspiring, just, and significant when soldiers fight together, and that stands true here too. Where there is strength and unity, each battle becomes more rewarding, and wonderful things can be achieved. This does not mean that we interlocked our arms and moved each foot in tandem, physically in lockstep. It means we are united in purpose. Individuals' triumphs were triumphs for everyone to be proud of. When I heard our class quote, "Together forward," I began to think of what that really means broken down. Stories from my fellow Jaguars really defined to me what together for the class of 2019 means. After coming up just short the last couple of years, Glen Allen Cross Country had its deepest team in history in 2018 and was hoping to make this year different. At the state championships, each runner finished faster than they ever had in a gruesome and tiring race, pushing themselves with ambitions to win the state title to beat Deep Run. After 3 anxious minutes of waiting to hear the results, that felt like an hour to the hopeful boys, they had come up short, again. After overwhelming thoughts of doubt and devastation, Josh Holtzman told me that none of them would have changed anything about that season. Known as the goofy, funny, and dedicated track stars, the situation made them even closer and stronger. They had made irreplaceable and lifelong friends in the process that no state championship could compare to. Although Glen Allen may not have the most medals, we do have the tightest bonds between students, teachers, and coaches, stronger than anything material can match. And this is just one experience. Imagine the 400 different experiences sitting here today. It would be amazing to learn from each of them. Whether it is all the students crowding the hallways to watch band play before football games on Friday mornings, or late nights decorating our hallway for Battle of the Classes, our senior class exemplifies the essence of togetherness. All the school plays I went to, I felt the pride that the actors must have felt too. Even for me, someone who attended only one football game until my junior year, I still feel the enthusiasm. Likewise, so many others didn't have to participate in school events to know we are behind them. We all found our own niche, yet together we supported that diversity. Our independent decisions and actions were followed by an overarching sense of fellowship. and that proves our togetherness. Next, I look to define forward. Forward, to me, does not always mean that we will all take one path straight ahead to our destinies. It does not mean we will all progress onward with no setbacks. Some steps may be lateral or backwards while still maintaining the goal of eventual progress, and that is okay. Mistakes are unavoidably before us, but I believe we will all develop, improve, and grow wherever life after high school takes us. The only thing different now is it is not in the same classroom as our friends. And this goal does not demand perfection or solely one path straight ahead. It only requires one thing that the class of 2019 already manifests, and that is dedication to discovery. Discovery of others through listening and learning and improving ourselves. Forward is not only a direction, but a mindset. So thank you, parents and teachers, for letting us make those mistakes. Thank you for molding us into the imperfect creatures we are today. And most of all, thank you for allowing us to learn from our mistakes as we move forward. We appreciate all of you, everything you have given us, and teaching us how to listen and learn from those who are different from ourselves. May those teachings transcend the bounds of high school and be with us tomorrow and forever. I want to leave you all here with one thing. It is one thing to be successful and win a battle as a team, but it is another to win as a team united in diversity. Always listen to the differences found in others, learn something, and make that your strength. Thank you. Our next speaker, Trey Grimes, was chosen by the class of 2019, as well as faculty, to be our most valuable Jaguar. Trey played a vital role in the success of our class and will be attending Hampton-Sydney College in the fall.
To the outstandingly spirited, passionately vocal class of 2019. Let me start by saying thank you. You all pushed me to be greater through competition or encouragement. You fought for the best in me to come out. You all became my closest friends, and the reason teal is my favorite color. From the classroom joking about GIFs online, to the stage hiding mannequins like your life depended on it, or on the court where we had the best three-point celebrations in the entire conference. Even in the track locker room where Anyways, my point is, you were always there for me, and you all gave me something to believe in. I talk a lot about how much I love Glen Allen, but it's because of each and every one of you who have come together to really show me what a family is. So again, thank you, and congratulations, because we made it. Yeah. We made it past the first hurdle, that is. Now all of us are going our separate ways and have to learn to adjust to the real world. But before that happens, I want to give you all just a little bit of advice. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Trey, you don't know a thing about the real world. You don't even have a job. You're broke. And to that I say, you are absolutely right. I can't even afford cookout on Friday nights after games. But what I do want to say to you isn't advice on the ominous void of infinite unknowns that is adulthood. Rather, I just want to help you live happier lives. For years, I've seen people seem unhappy, and maybe that's just because we've been going to school from 9 to 4 for as long as we can remember. But after high school, we still might be in a continuous cycle, whether that's in work, college, or practice. We'll likely all face a similar mundane cycle. Clock in, clock out, until we eventually just get so used to this style of life that we put ourselves on autopilot, barely giving a second thought to each moment you spend, to the point where when someone, or even a friend, will ask you, how's your day? You answer back with a quick, good, so you can hurry and return to that day you know is just like any other. But when that friend asked you, you didn't really think about your day at all. You didn't really think about yourself at all. And that's the problem. After we face each day in a cycle, For long enough, we tend to forget. We forget about ourselves, and we forget about how we feel. And that is the problem. Earlier this year, in Mr. Towsley's oral communication class, he told us about how to have a conversation. And for some reason, this part really stuck with me. He told us not to start conversations with a mundane question like, how's your day? But instead ask, how are you feeling? When you hear this, it's not as easy to reply with a quick good as we're programmed to do. To answer, you have to think about yourself a little bit, or where you want to be, and maybe those around you too. Now, this isn't perfect, of course. Say they just reply with good, as always. Then reply just as fast with why. Now they have no choice but to have their first introspective thought for the day and have a real conversation with you. Some of you may have noticed me asking this how do you feel question a few times this year. And if it's annoying to talk about your feelings with another guy, then I'm sorry. I just want you to be self-aware. And also, I like talking to my friends. Now, for a long time, I played travel basketball, or AAU, and I didn't play basketball because I loved the sport, like most people can say. But I did it to make my dad happy. Now, some of you may know him as Coach Grimes, and sorry to put you on the spot in front of everybody, Dad. But simply put, he is the best basketball player I know, and he's even in the Hall of Fame at his school. So of course I'm gonna at least try to follow in his footsteps. But my mom sat me down one day sophomore year and asked me, why do you play basketball? Now, I couldn't answer, but we both really knew why. Then she asked me, do you play for him or do you play for yourself? And that was the first time I really thought about it. I realized that I was stuck in a constant cycle, clock in, clock out, clock in, clock out. So after I realized how I felt, I decided to just make a change. I made a lot of changes, actually. I decided to play lacrosse immediately after quitting AAU. Now, I wasn't amazing at it. I would get beat up almost every day with metal sticks. But I loved it, and my dad understood that. My parents were at almost every single game, cheering me on in rain or shine or even snow. They did it because they knew that I was really happy being there on that field. Now, this was the first time I did something to make me happy, and I loved it so much I didn't stop making changes like this. I did the school play, I joined the cross-country team, and I made friends that I'll cherish forever. So needless to say, I'm happy now. I thought about how I really felt, and I made a change. So my goal today is to help you all feel happier, even if you do get stuck in a constant cycle. So I ask you all now, how do you feel? Now, I'm sure many of you are thinking, I'm happy now, I'm finally about to graduate high school, or I feel impatient, just hurry this up, Trey, so I can get my diploma. But when I ask you this, I want you to really think about where you are in your life, your relationships with your friends, your parents, your family, your next steps after high school, how you see others, and how they see you. If you aren't content with any of these things, then I encourage you to not sit idly by watching this happen around you, but to make a change and really better yourself. While you're living your lives, don't forget about yourself. It's easy to be caught in a cycle. Just never forget about how you feel. And if something isn't the way you like it, then be strong enough to make that change. So, to the graduating class of 2019, you truly amaze me already. Every day I see all of you, I'm happy, honestly. So do great things, do not so great things. As long as you all are happy, then I'm happy too. So, for the last time, everyone, congratulations and thank you. Now, under the direction of Ms. Jordan Garrett and Mr. Alan Hall, the Glen Allen Chorus and Symphonic Band will perform Don't Stop.
At this time, please welcome back to the podium Mrs. Beverly Cott, Henrico County School Board, Brooklyn District, for the Declaration of Graduation.
Are you ready, Jaguars? Yeah. Okay. Will the candidates for graduation please stand? By virtue of authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia, the Henrico County School Board, and on the recommendation of the faculty and administration, I declare these candidates of Glen Allen High School graduates with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Graduates, please turn your tassels. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated.
All right, we are now at the moment you've all been waiting for, the awarding of diplomas. We ask that the guests respect the dignity of the ceremony by allowing parents the opportunity to hear their student's name and that you take pictures from your seat without obstructing the view of others. Please wait to celebrate until we have recognized each member of the class of 2019. At this time, with the assistance of the class sponsors and junior marshals, we will begin the awarding of diplomas.
Kelsey Nicole O'Neill, Rochelle Ajacum, Sophia Jean Alfazi, Brittany Tamara Allen, Laura Magdalene Allen, Hala Rod Al Mustafa, Gloria Beatrice Ayala, Magdalene Ann Bam, Farah Zayad Banissa, Margaret Grace Beckman, Jolia Lene Barnes-White, Wynne Marie Begley, Rupit Kaur Bhutta, Catherine Elizabeth Blevins, Caroline Wynne Boatwright, Lindsay Hope Booth, Sophia Sala Tibet Botros, Messiah Dorothy Boyd, Morgan Elizabeth Boyer, Julia Gray Broughton, Loyal Thomas Grimes IV, Amro Mohammed Abu Wadi, Muhammad Abu Bakar, Abraham Addis, Mohammed Ahmed, Jacob Ryan Ali, Miles E. Aline, Victor Atran, David Trong Aw, Tariq Zaid Babzine, Parker Andrew Bailey, Niles William Banner, Trayvon Isaiah Barner, Joseph Lamont Barnes-White, Adam Bauer, Cole Bendel, Eric William Bender, Tristan James Benoit, Zachary Steele Bergman, Spencer Scott Berry, Kelly McNamee Brown, Crystal Nguyen Bowie, Sydney Elise Kaplinger, Gina Marie Caravalia, Tyler Escobar Carroll, Emma Rose Carey, Cassandra Leanne Catazone, Tawny Brionna Chiroff, Hannah Grace Childress, Ashley Beauty Choi, Casey Madison Choice, Takaya Elise Clark, Cy Elizabeth Cole, Kayla Marie Concepcion, Madison Lee Connell, Rachel Jediah Cooper, Allison Noel Courtney, Marie Ann Cox, Kyla Ann Crenshaw, Kennedy Kenyon Daniels, Ethan Robert Billmeyer, William Kilgallen Bishop, Jonas Joseph Braun, William Ross Breches, Jonathan Lucas Brooks, Dimitri Jamel Broman, Christopher Lewis Brown, Christopher Jean Brown Jr., Ernest Darnell Edward Brown Jr., Michael Colin Brown, Nicholas Allen Bump, Dylan Gray Burris, Christian McHale Butler, Ryan James Cawdry, Brian James Cawthorn, Mustafa Kamal Selik, Sky Chen, Shobit Roy Chowdhury, Stefan Benoit Civil, Colin Michael Clements, Christine Ann Davis, Kanaya Teray Davis, Sequoia Danae Davis, Brittany Elizabeth Day, Madison Taylor Day, Catherine Elizabeth DeBusk, Veronica Inez de Leon Rodriguez, Kelly Marie Detmeyer, Emma On Doan, Catherine Sidney Dunn, Catherine Elizabeth Dodge, Alana Nicole Durr, Coley Marie Edwards, Sarah Kate Eggleston, Rebecca Ann Elgin, Corey Elise Ellen, Harley Aaron Elliott, Victoria Janine Ariavez, Caitlin Grace Fitzgerald, Elizabeth Ann Flemons, Brandon Michael Crane, Zachary Caldwell Crowell, Devin Ezekiel Cruz, Luke Robert Kreitzer, Robert P. Daniels, Shane Patrick Doust, Jacob Matthew Dunkelberger, Jack Ryan Dunlop, Austin Lee Dunn, Thomas John Durham, Nicholas Taylor Elfline, John Parks Ennis, Patrick Scott Ertel, Clay Alexander Etchison, Brian Joseph Fadul, Parker Reed Farley, Ryan Elliott Farley, Kai Winston Anthony Fisher, Everett Riley Freitas, Mason Elias Fristow, Olivia Taylor Foster, Abby Michaela Franklin, Casey Michelle Freeman, Kelly Dion Freeman. Ashley Jordan Friday. Justine Marie Fulton. Maria Liu Garlock. Gabrielle Waverly Galden. Caitlin Samira Garib. Morgan Kimberly Good. Andressa Lapis Baptista Gordillo. Gabrielle Martha Guerrero. Virginia Grace Gunter. Alexis Marie Hatchie. Rachel Alexis Hager. Ashley Lauren Haley. Che Min Han. Alyssa Heaven Harris. Sabrina Noel Hatton. Kayla Nicole Heffler. Christopher Charles Garone. Jason Paul Garrett. Jaheen Absir Ghazi. Jermaine Darrell Gilliam. Brian Gregory Glessner. Reese Aaron Goodman. Adam Christian Goodwin. Daryl Lee Green. Dylan Chad Greenfield. Donovan Lamar Greenhow. Patrick Earl Griffin. Jay Warren Guller. Xavier D. Haygood. Mason Christopher Henry. Davis Hong. Jackson Darrow Hollowell. Carlton Sylvester Holmes. Joshua Thomas Holtzman. Tyler Lucas Hooker. Ali Ashraf Ibrahim. Ansley Elizabeth Henderson. DeAsia Jasmine Henley. Nancy Dang Hong. Krista Sue Holder. Adeline Grace Holly. Tiana Nicole Renee Hollingsworth. Kiara Kristen Holloway. Samantha Brianne Huckstep. Molly Evelyn Hughes. Monique Antoinette Hunt. Olina Ilkava Alieva. Peyton Taylor Yager. Sadaf Javed. Amanda Megan Jenkins. Annalise Janelle Job. Devin Elizabeth Johnson. Grace Isabel Johnson. Heavenly Zion Johnson. Melina Rose Johnson. Tara Lee Jones. Justin Bunthon Im. Stephen Knapp Ingram. Benjamin Shepard Jackson. Devin Richard Johnson. Marvin Antonio Johnson. Michael Christopher Johnson. Dwight Walter Jones II. Nicholas Barrett Jones. Connor Matthew Jorgensen. Sam Bluford Joyner. Surafel Tesfaye Kebeda. Thomas Gregory Kinter. Andrew Nathaniel Klein. Luke Jacob Knight. Franklin Tyler Kontovich. Charles Walker Cook. Benjamin Kai Kratzer. Aaron Nguyen La. Eli Benyon Ladle. Noah Morgan Lake. Ziasia Alazne Jones. Emma Lauren Josie. Jesslyn Mara Katz. Jordan Anise Marie Keys. Caroline Helen Kivior. Devin Marlene Kivior. Zanatul Siamun Labiba, Allison Taylor League, Jessica Lee, Anna Jing Liu, Brianna Nicole Lonis, Hannah Christina Luchetti, Michaela Divine Lumpkin, Carolee Ray Madding, Elizabeth Marie Mahan, Hannah Lori Marie Mansell, Jordan Elizabeth Marrow, Alexis Danielle Massenberg, Valerie Ann Masloom, Bryce Donald Latina, Shazaib Ali Lucani, Dean Lynn, Garrett Michael Lipscomb, Jackie Jawei Liu, Johnny Liu, Maximilian John Lawrence, Adam Nicholas Luck, Rogelio Estrella Macuna, Mitchell Ryan Mazer, Ashvin Makija, Jafar Ali Maksud, James Robert Manning Jr., Kevin Mark Matos, Craig Amir Mayo, Sean Connor McCracken, Jalen Christopher McCadden, Jawan Michael McCadden, Dylan Andrew McKinney, Noel Allen McLaughlin Cooley, Jasmine Elisa Madrano, Elise Corin Mahegan, Emma Page Custis Mewborn, Tiffany Nakaya Melander, Sarah Ann Miller, Teresa Lynn Miller, Molly Elizabeth Milwit, Katarina Moss, Melissa Hope Mowbray, Caroline Hampton Moyers, Lauren Page Mulholland, Allison Elizabeth Mullen, Lily Adair Mullins, Madison Elspeth Neese, Ashley Elena Nesmith, Cassie Nguyen, Lauren Ashley Nichols, Lily Yonling Nicholson, Morgan Francis Oldroyd, Ali Mohammed Amin Merchant, Ryan Patrick Miro, Michael Joe Mills, Carter Benson Minix, Ruhid Mohammed, John Paul Murphy, Tu Fame Min No, Daniel Nguyen, Donnie Joseph Nguyen, Elton Yahi Nguyen, Samuel Nguyen, Gary Anderson Nolan, Alexander Nall, Evan Thomas Norris, Brian Newism, Joshua Logan Noyce, Hassan Oliver, Devin Thomas Page, Jack Robert Parham, Robert Joseph Parker, Jameson Rory Panko, Gabriella D. Panton, Enna Pasalic, Vivian Marlena Perlman, Heather Lynn Peleas, Julia Hawaii Pennick, Sierra Rose Perdue, Alyssa Marie Perkins, Maria Madalena Pescio, Navi Olivia Puthakanti, Claire Denise Prokrifka, Allison Suzanne Potter, Rachel Ann Potter, Caroline Lee Powell. Emily Reed Pruden. Erin Maeve Pulliam. Rachel Ann Pyron. Ashley Morgan Ratliff. Amanda Batista Robocas. Megan Danielle Riga. Jacob Ashby Payne. Riley Hunter Person. Long Fee Fan. Preston Tanner Phelps. Fernando Jose Preza Vasquez. Cole Alexander Pollard. Jesse Cole Pretty. Nathan James Prophet. Braxton Thomas Suick. Benjamin Cooper Raymond. Brian Keith Reed Jr. Bruce Sean Richardson Jr. Donovan Jermaine Riddick. Samuel James Robelin. Sean Wendell Robinson Jr. Michael Ibarle Rodriguez. Simon Ignacio Rodriguez. Mitchell Robert Rothermel. Rod Ali Salimi. Brian Alex Santana. Alicia Lane Rexroad. Tessa Camille Rich. Brianna Nicole Richmond. Abigail Ray Ringberg. Rebecca Ann Ripley. Jessica Taylor Ritt. Tori Celine Risser. Jordan Christian Rowland. Quinn Louise Rooney. Christine Elizabeth Rubis. Riley Michelle Rudd. Nicole Ann Runk. Taylor Lee Schmidt. Reagan Elizabeth Schnoop. Peyton Ann Showalter. Cameron D. Scott. Destiny Rochelle Scott. Diamond Michelle Scott. Riley Elizabeth Scott. Michaela Brianne Seal. Joshua Merrill Sargent. Zachary Raden Shankweiler. Benjamin Thompson Schlanger. Nathan Christopher Schnell. Perry Edmund Scott. Connor Bailey Shannon. Nand Bharat Sheth. Matthew Ryan Sapinski. Nicholas Benjamin Sims. Joshua Blaine Slavin. Andrew Tyree Smith. Dylan Ray Smith. Cornelius Matisse Spates. Christian Thomas Spicer. Ethan David Stoddard. Landon Carter Strother. Mills Keller Taylor. Nathaniel Jeremiah Taylor. Kylon Miles Teasley. Landon Avery Tell. Bobby Jean Germaine Shannon. Sarah Danielle Shelton. Alexis Tiana Shockley. Lauren Elizabeth Silvis. Brittany Sin. Tarnika Sivanand. Anna Marie Gensler Smith. Sarah Catherine Smith. Michaela Alexandra Sneed, Sydney Nicole Sobrito, Jessica Hadassah Sosa Moreda, Taryn Janae Spencer, Zoe Kiara Steele, Rachel Tucker Stevens, Lauren Michelle Tate, Skylar Ann Taylor, Lisa Maria Hermogenes Martins Teixeira, Nancy Paige Terry, Winna Kanaya Thompson, Chastity Shakira Tatum, Calvin Ty, Linus Lee Thornton, Mark Anthony Titus, William Tice Toomey, Alex Fu Tran, Bishal Upreti, Safia Vajayan Vadi Varagu, Luke Joshua Van Hook, Leo Renee Velasquez, Zachary Alexander Vinnis, Nicholas Seth Warholic, Cameron O'Neill Washington, Ethan Philip Weimer, Lucas Aaron Weiss, Xavier Brian West, Trey Storm White, Austin Scott Williams, Henry Graham Williams, Patrick David Wilson, Reed Sandridge Wilson, Queen Tran, Alyssa Lynn Tu, Silvana Margarita Yorchuk, Samira Vadlamani, Allison Holly Vinnis, Kiera Megan Wibberly, Carrie Elizabeth Williams, Morgan Amira Corley Wimbush, Audrey Elena Wood, Acadia Dream West, Taylor Elizabeth Roble, Leanna Yakub, Lena Yakub, Gina Atef Youssef, Bela Yvonne Yuka, Mark Andrew Wood Jr., Daniel David Wooten, Tumyat Zaire, Xavius Kyer Fletcher, Javante Darrell Davis, Daniel Linwood James, thank you.
Yes, I did.
On behalf of the faculty and staff of Glen Ellen High School, I congratulate all of our graduates and now our new alumni. It has been my sincere pleasure and honor to serve as your principal. As you leave this place today and look back in retrospect, you will experience many ups and downs and laughs and frowns. That's a part of life, and most importantly, a part of destiny. Therefore, it's important you celebrate each moment of your life, and today this graduation is one of those moments. In your quest to find many answers in your life journey, I want you to know that you are born for this and destined for greatness. I say to you, live your best life. On behalf of the Glen Allen faculty and staff, we would like to thank you and your families one final time for giving us the opportunity to serve you over the past 4 years. We wish you all the best. And once again, congratulations. At this time, faculty and junior marshals, please prepare for the recessional. Will everyone please rise for the Glen Allen High School alumni class of 2019. Family and friends, you are invited to meet the graduates on Harrison Street.